Welcome back, friends. For today's project, you're just gonna need white piece of paper, your Sharpie, water and paper towel, flat paintbrush, watercolor. And we're gonna be creating an easy drawing of buildings, a city landscape drawing tool. So we're gonna begin by making the first 3 buildings of the drawing. So first draw a horizontal line and then drop 2 vertical lines as straight as you can, using your margins as reference. It's okay if they look a little tilted, no big deal. Then maybe add another building here and maybe another one here. Always trying to make them a little bit different because there's no 2 buildings alike. Now here I'm gonna draw a smaller vertical line here. And I'm gonna connect these ones right here. See, I'm making it more like a bubbly line, not so straight. These are just the roofs of our landscape. They don't have to match, they don't have to be all the same. You can go ahead and maybe add some pretty windows. Just draw big, don't make too many, or it will take too long. Just a few details, maybe even just a long rectangular window will do. Maybe a square window here. Just try to make them all very even to create a more architectural looking drawing. Just like that. I'm drawing big because I'm just making a representation. I'm not trying to go for very realistic. And here I'm gonna drop some vertical lines, but the ones in the middle are the ones that I'm gonna look, they're gonna look pretty much straight vertical. Once I'm starting going closer to the margin, they start tilting a little bit more. See, this one will tilt to the opposite side of my paper. Okay, make as many as the drawing calls for. These ones right here, I will start here, and they will all go on one direction, and the ones over here will go on the opposite direction. Now I have my first view of the city landscape. These are the biggest buildings. That means they're actually closer to me, the point of view. I'm gonna add another layer of buildings. So I have a special room here. Maybe I can just go for something here, another skinny rectangle. And this is just gonna be a special skinny building. Just like that. And now I have a skinny one right here. I'm gonna go for a tall, not so skinny one right here. Just gonna keep adding little by little what works for me. Making those small details. Try to keep them straight. Maybe a round window here. Like that. See how I'm just working with my geometrical shapes. I'm making circles, rectangles, maybe a square here and there. I can even make a long, super long window right there. Why not? I have a big space here I want to occupy, so I'm gonna just go ahead and draw a long line. And this is gonna be a massive, huge building. I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna go for it. That's gonna be the top of the building. And I'm just making like a very abstract representation of every building. I'm not making really detailed, realistic details. I'm just going for something easy. I know that window is gonna be kind of tight behind those windows right there. And these ones, I will only look the ends. So I'm making sure I'm just taking my time to draw these lines careful so they look even. Maybe I can go ahead and now draw the final buildings on the back. I want everything covered. So I can probably go for another building here. And I'm just gonna make the roof kind of like that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw tiny windows. Just like that. What else? We gotta cover the back. So I'm not gonna see entire buildings here. I'm just gonna go with lines for buildings. And the way I'm gonna separate what building I saw here, maybe is just by drawing different windows. I'm gonna make a square one right here. And I'm gonna make just circles here. And I'm gonna go with the skinny long rectangles because those are easy for me. Like that. I have a little corner here. I can either add a small building here, a skinny little building, that if I make it with lots of little details, it will show that it's far away. Instead of making big windows, this one will have very small windows. That means that it's farthest of them all. So details look smaller as they're farther. Maybe just one little piece of window right there. Okay. You can leave this space with windows because you don't see the lines. So maybe I'll just add my favorite rectangle windows right here. So this lesson calls for coloring all your windows black, and that can be a big stretch for a Sharpie marker. We do have oil pastel, so I'm gonna let you choose which windows you're gonna do white and which windows you're gonna go for black. So for example, I do wanna cover this big one soon, right away. So see how I'm being more careful with my oil pastel today, because I'm just gonna use it to color quickly and not have to use my Sharpie marker too much. And maybe I will choose to keep some windows white. That means that there's gonna be light in there. So I'm gonna alternate black and white. I'm gonna make some windows dark, some windows bright, and that will show lights on, lights off. You choose. Cover the entire area like this. made some choices. I decided who was home and who was out for a walk. And now it's time to paint. Double checking that everything is good. All right, let's get going with our watercolor painting. So now for watercolor, we need water, a little paper towel, we need our paintbrush, and pretty much that's it. You will get to choose what colors go where. We're just gonna cover the entire city landscape with tons of color. You can have, you can try to be very realistic, but with this city landscape, I like to be very creative and just test out different colors and imagine a world full of color. So I will be using lots of random creative colors. And I will just make sure I use all of them in my paint pan. And I won't be worrying if my roofs are brown or black. See how I'm just painting on top of it? Clean my brush, be gentle with my very beautiful brush. If I want to create a special kind of color mixing my neighbors, I use the cover of my pan. And I have a yellow here. I'm gonna go yellow here just because I already have it. I don't want to waste it. And now I'm gonna combine yellow and orange here. Maybe I'm gonna add that one here. See how I'm painting on top of it? Just like that. I'm gonna go with purple now. Let's see what's happening here. I'm gonna go purple here. I'm not being too precise. I don't mind going over the lines. I always work in a surface that I'm okay if it gets a little dirty. You should too. Because you're gonna be painting, oh, check it out. I forgot this little orange corner right here. See? Gotta pay attention to details. Now just explore your colors. You are more than welcome to mix them up and combine. You don't have to combine always, mix your colors on the palette. Remember, you can always stretch your color with just adding water to your pen brush. You can also mix them up right here. I just made my mix right there. I'm adding my colors straight to the paper and mixing them right there. So this is a great opportunity for you to explore your watercolor. See how I'm rotating my paper? Why do I do that? Because I don't want to get my sweater dirty or smush my paint with my arms. So I rotate to just be comfortable. Like, I learned that that's the best way to go. I was telling you that this is a great opportunity to explore your watercolors and mixing colors and just have fun with it, because it's a very relaxed painting. You get to just be creative with it. You know, you can just do big strokes because the windows will still be on or off. You already made those decisions a long time ago. I'm gonna mix this right here and create color for my roof. I will continue painting my own watercolor paint, and I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm about to finish. I just have one last building to paint. I can tell you that the places that this painting make me happiest is the places where I mix colors. I love to see the outcome, like this pretty lemon yellow that I just made. And I hope you had as much fun discovering watercolor techniques with me today as I did with you. I will see you next week with our, I don't remember what number of project, but we're coming to our last month. This is going to be our last month of art. So there's probably just not much, how many more lessons for us to do. Okay, friends, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.